Hello and welcome to today's NinjaTrader Ecosystem webinar event with Nick of Premier Trading Solutions. My name is Tiffany and I am a platform representative at NinjaTrader. But before we get started, I would like to mention that it is important to understand that there are substantial risks in trading commodity future contracts and Forex. You should carefully consider whether such trading is suitable for you and will depend on your specific circumstances and financial resources. It is possible to lose all funds deposited, with your broker and can even incur losses beyond these amounts. Also, please remember that these training webinars are not a solicitation, nor recommendation, but simply educational in nature. This webinar is presented by NinjaTrader LLC, which is the technology company responsible for developing and supporting the NinjaTrader trading software. Brokerage-related questions should be directed to the NinjaTrader brokerage. With new tools added nearly every day, NinjaTrader ecosystem is home to hundreds of apps and services. You can quickly and easily find the tools and services you're looking for with a simple keyword search. You'll also find information about upcoming webinars and an on-demand video archive to view event recordings at the link provided. For up-to-date information, be sure to like and follow us on all social media platforms. NinjaTrader is always free for advanced charting, strategy backtesting, and trade simulation. And if you're just getting started with NinjaTrader, we offer free live training on a daily basis. We are very excited for this unique event in which Nick will demonstrate the 30-day live virtual bootcamp training and their industrial rule-based training methodology. Thank you again for your attendance today. And without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome to the NinjaTrader webinar room, Nick. Please take it away, Nick.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for attending our webinar. It's 111 degrees today here in sunny California. Hope everybody is enjoying the heat. My name is Nick DeSuis. I'm the CEO, main moderator, live true moderator, trade room moderator, and I'm also in charge of conducting all the trainings here. I also like to introduce my business partner. His name is Jim Carter. He handles all the everyday internals of the business. He's also the main engineer, programmer, and software developer for our company. Our sales team is comprised of Cal, Tony, and Mitchell. If you guys need to contact us in any way or contact anybody off our sales team, you guys can go to our website at proprietary.net. You can clip up here on the contact page, and our sales team is right here. They'll be more than happy to help you guys out. Okay. I also like to thank Tiffany for hosting this event from NinjaTrader today. So thank you, Tiffany. I do want to talk about our sales team. Our sales team is also traders in the room. They're very consistent traders in our room. They know all the methodology and they're here to help you as well. Okay, what we did is we comprise a team of moderators in our room. We're here to hold you guys' hand every step of the way. Okay, so again, our website is premiertradingsolutions.net. If you want to read more about it, it's all on the webpage. We'll be coming to this webpage later again. Okay, I have to go through a legal disclaimer as well, guys. So bear with me for 1 second. This webinar is for educational purposes only. Trading futures can be risky, so trade at your own risk. Past performance is not indicative of future results. And our charting package is specific to NinjaTrader. We only program in NinjaTrader. So if you're using any other software, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to trade with us. Okay. We think NinjaTrader is the greatest software out there. We tested it with some professionals that we deal with, and they also concur that the technology is way advanced from what's out there in the market. Okay. They brought in Ninja 8 not too long ago. Ninja 8 uses multi-thread processing, which we're going to get into in the training, and it's made trading a lot smoother and a lot better. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys a lot of stuff today. I'm going to show you trade setups. I'm going to go through a lot of stuff that we learned through our mentors, which are institutional traders. We train with some of the largest institutions in the world, or traders in the world. And we'll be going through all that stuff today. What you're going to be learning, we're going to take you through a boot camp process. We think training is number one. It's what's missing in the industry right now. And your training is going to be for a 30-day period, and it's going to continue in a live trading environment. Okay. You guys will learn the exact trade setups that were taught to us by our mentors, which are institutional traders. You can learn all about time-based algorithms, the exact charts that they use. You can also learn how to trade commodity futures, stocks, and stock options. which we're pretty excited about. And I'm going to get more into that. I'm going to show you guys a lot of setups of what we're going to be doing in the future. You guys are also going to learn how to trade like a professional without risking your own capital, because our goal is to get you funded. Okay, so it takes all the risk out of your pocket from trading your own funds. When you get funded and when we put you through the process of getting funded, you're not responsible for the losses. Okay, you don't have to put up your own capital against the funded money, nothing like that. Okay, so we're going to walk you through that whole process. You're going to learn all about entries, exits, profit targets, and proper money management rules. Everything is rule-based that we do. It has to be rule-based what we do. Our software is cutting edge. It's totally proprietary. Jim's been working on our software and developing our software for 8 years now, and you guys will see some of it today. Okay. There's no experience necessary. I always like to ask in this room, how many people have experience? Okay. How many people do have experience? Because if you do have experience and you come from other trade rooms and stuff like that, you have a tendency of bringing other people's stuff into the room, and it can conflict from what we're doing. So really, if you have no experience, you really have the edge. Okay, guys. So we do offer a live trade room. And we'll get more into the live trade room after. And the biggest thing is we're going to hold your hand the entire step of the way. We call all the trades out to you guys. We take the trades right alongside you guys. And again, we hold your hand every step of the way. Okay. A little bit on the history. Jim and I started 8 years ago. And we had an idea to open up a hedge fund. The professionals that were going to partner with us, they told us we had to be a CTA firm, which is a commodity trading advisor. You're gonna learn all about that in the training. We went through the whole process. It was about a 2-year process, and the compliance part of it became overwhelming. We had several attorneys working for us, and we need more people in compliance than anything. So we decided to back out of that industry right now and come back in and trade people like yourselves to become consistent traders in the industry. Okay, so you guys are going to be learning primarily institutional based setups and stuff like that, stuff that you guys have never seen, I guarantee you. Okay. That's pretty much it. So we're back in this industry. We're training you guys. What makes us different? We understand what's broken in the trading industry, and we're here to fix it. Okay. The main thing is people aren't getting educated. They're buying in the software. They might have a 1-day training or a 3-day training or no training. Okay. We're going to, again, hold your hand through the whole 30-day live virtual boot camp training, where you go over everything from the basics all the way out to what you're going to be doing in the trade room. Okay. After you completed the boot camp training, you're going to enter the live training room, where your training is going to continue. We're going to put you on simulators via NinjaTrader until you're ready. You know, you might be able to, you might only have to be on the simulator for 30 days, 90 days. It's going to be totally up to you. People learn at different paces, and you will know when you're ready. When you have learned how to take a trade according to the rules, even though I'm going to be holding your hand and calling the trade out, and I've comprised a team of moderators with me. So we had recruited 187 people before to turn them into professionals. Only 47 of them passed the test. The majority of them in the trade room. I took my top 5. We put together a team of moderators in the room, and so everybody's going to be working with you guys and with us together to get in and out of these trades correctly. Okay. The other important thing is that we do is everybody has a live microphone. They're mic'd up in the room, and it gives all the members an opportunity to ask questions at any time, preferably not when we're getting into a trade or I'm calling a trade, but everybody's mic'd up. We don't hide behind chat rooms or anything like that. Everything's open, and it's and so it's a better way of learning for you guys. Okay, again, we're calling all the trades. We're taking you into the trade, telling you where your profits targets should be. We're telling you where your stop should be. We're going to tell you guys when to move your stop, how to hold a runner, how to not hold a runner, what makes up a runner day, what makes up just a scalping day. We're going to show you guys all that. I'm going to teach you a little bit of that today and how to identify what is going to be a potential runner day when stocks are going to trend all day. I mean, not stocks, futures are going to trend all day, and when they're more likely not to trend all day. Okay. Again, we're going to train you like a professional, like we trained all our people that got licensed. And then again, we're going to show you guys how to get your account funded to eliminate all the risk of trading your own money. Okay. Our goal again is to make you all consistent and successful traders, hence our motto, no trader left behind. Okay. The main thing is we want to make you a consistent trader. Okay. And we definitely want to make sure you guys can follow direction. I do want to show you some things that we're going to be doing in the boot camp. If you guys, again, go back to our website, which I'm going to put back up on the board here, and I go to products and training tab and I go through the boot camp, this will explain everything about the boot camp to you guys. And there's 10 phases that you guys will go through in the boot camp. One is we're going to teach you everything you need to know about futures trading. Okay. Or at least what we've been taught over the years. Okay. I've been trading since the year 2000. Okay. I know how to trade futures, Forex, stocks, options. I know every strategy out there pretty much. And so you guys are going to get a college equivalent education with us in here in a very short period of time. We're going to throw a lot at you, but I'm going to work with you guys as a group. And again, everything will be mic'd up so you can ask questions anytime you want, whether we're in the live trade room again or whether you're in the boot camp training. Okay. Phase 2 is trade setups, exit entries, profit targets, stop losses, money management, and trading rules. We're going to go through all the rules. Again, everything's rule based. Okay. The next thing is NinjaTrader training. If you're brand new and you've never traded on Ninja or used their software, there's a learning curve there. So we're going to teach you everything that you need to know about NinjaTrader and how to maneuver around NinjaTrader, how to load it, how to get your data feeds, everything you guys need to know. And there's a lot to learn in phase 3 by itself. Phase 4 is going to be setting up all your charts with our software. Okay, phase 5 is live. This is when we're going to move you into the live futures trading room where your education is going to continue until you become a very consistent trader. You'll know when you're consistent. And if you're following my trade leads or my trade calls, you should become a consistent trader in there. And you'll know when it's time to go through the qualification process of getting your account funded. Okay. Phase 6, we're going to get into stock options. All right. We're going to teach you everything you need to know about stock and stock options. We have a lot of development going on in the background with what we're going to be doing in options. We're going to teach you all the foundations behind options, okay, and what you need to know, okay. And then we're gonna show you. We're gonna teach you guys all the rules that we're putting together right now for options. We're bringing a whole new thing. We're developing it. When we were professionals, and we just got back into this arena not too long ago, when we were in the professional arena, they would not allow us to trade other people's money or clients' money unless we are licensed for trading stock and stock options. So we are limited to trading futures. When we came back into this arena of teaching just the general public, we can now teach stock options and stocks and how to trade them as well as futures. The good thing is NinjaTrader struck up a deal with TD Ameritrade. So now we can bring in the charting for stocks into NinjaTrader, which is a really cool thing. And you guys will see all that. Okay. And then we're going to show you how to connect your TD Ameritrade account on a simulation account so you guys can follow us on the trades. Okay. And then you guys will be doing livestock simulation trading as well throughout your boot camp training and after your 30-day boot camp training. So there's a lot to go over, guys, that we're going to be covering. Again, it's so important to know the basics of what's going on and There's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that we talk about in here is not being taught out there. Okay. We're going to teach you like we were taking all of our people that were trying to get licensed before. We're taking you through that side of the training. Okay. And then through the institutional based training. So not anything that's going on out there in retail land, I call it. Okay. So that's what's happening there. Let's go back to this. Um, so uh, let's go to the next phase. I want to get into charts and indicators and trade setups. I'm going to go through some trade setups. I'm going to show you some of our indicators, some of our charts today. I'm going to show you what happened in the market today. I'm going to show you how to identify today a trending market versus a non-trending market, okay? And I'm going to go into a little bit about what we're going to be doing upcoming as far as how to know when to take option trades and when not to take option trades, okay? So let me move this out of the way real quick. Let me light up my charts. All right, so these are our charts. These are our trigger charts, one of our trigger screens. We're gonna go through tomorrow because it's a 2-day event for you guys, and we want to thank you guys again for coming. We're gonna offer you guys the first day of boot camp tomorrow, so we want everybody to come back tomorrow because we'll be going through a continuing education tomorrow and the first day of our boot camp. We're gonna be covering a lot of material tomorrow. So we want everybody to reattend tomorrow. We're going to be giving out links in the chat room. Jim's going to put the links up in there for you guys. And or if for some reason you missed it, or I'm understanding we're on YouTube live stream right now, again, you can go back to our website and go to the contact page and contact one of our reps. Okay. All right. So, and again, I want to emphasize our reps are actual traders in our room, so they can answer the majority of your questions. Okay, guys. So right out of the gate today, first of all, these are our charts. These are our 1-minute trigger charts. Everything that we trigger into is done on off 1-minute charts, okay? Now we have other charts that we use to tell you these are only the trigger charts to get you into the trade, okay? But the setups come from other charts that you guys will be learning about in the boot camp, okay? So these are our trigger charts. First of all, there's a lot of indicators that we built on here that you guys can see. And it's going to be very difficult to go through all of them today. That's why we have a 30-day boot camp. There's so much material you guys will be learning, but we took a long time to develop what you guys are seeing on the charts right here. Okay. One thing we're very proud of is this button trader. We built everything for speed. If we're day trading futures, which we are going to be day trading futures and swing trading options. Okay. So day trading futures, you got to be able to get in these trades and out of these trades really quick on the fly. So we built our own indicator called a button trader right here, and we could fire a trade anytime we want. Just a click of a button, you're in and out of the trade, and that fast. Okay, you can buy, you can sell. A lot of people, if you're new, they don't know that you can trade in both directions. So if you're going up, and these are called candlesticks, and the candlesticks are green, we're looking to go long or up, and if they're red and we get signals to go short, we're going to be coming down. Okay, so you can sell short or you can go long, and you can make just as much money trading to the downside as you can to the upside. A lot of people don't know that. We can change our ATM strategies on the fly right here. Okay, so we can these are all set up with different contracts right here. Okay, so you guys can change everything on the fly. I just click on it and it'll change my contract size immediately. Like if I want to trade 6 contracts, you can see right here, my buttons change to 6 right here. If I want to trade 15 contracts, boom, I have 15 contracts. Once we enter a trade, these buttons are going to convert into scale in, scale out buttons. Okay. So immediately, and it will take the amount that we had set to the ATM strategy to the NinjaTrader, and we could either scale in if we want to add to the position, or we can scale out if we're running into a significant level, which again, you guys are going to learn all about. Okay. Also, once you hit the break even button, whatever we have the ATM strategy set at, it will automatically bring it to a break even plus 3 ticks to compensate for any slippage. Okay. And then from that point on, the break even button will turn into a blast button. And whatever you have that set at, if you're running into something, you could hit the blast button. It will take your stop and move it up within 3 ticks of where it's ticking at. You could set that to 5. You can set that to 10. Right now we have it set at 3 in case it kicks back on a level at us. We're out with the maximum profit on a trade. Okay. So again, there's a lot of stuff that we have. We have a move stuff button that we put in here. Once you hit a certain amount of ticks on a trade, it'll click that move stop button and move your stop from a break even automatically up, and it will trail it automatically. So there's a lot of things we did. There's reasons why we built our own buttons, because if it hit a level and kicked back on you and came back down on the other side of that move stop, you'd be stuck in that trade, and it's going to reverse and give you warning signals within NinjaTrader. Our trade setup, if you click on the move stop and it kicks up and hits something, kicks back faster than the stop comes up, it'll automatically close the trade for you. So you're not caught upside down in a trade that you can't figure out how to get out of. Okay. So we developed a lot of things for speed. Okay. All these buttons up here are done for speed. If I wanted to measure the length of a bar, or I want to draw a horizontal line or an arrow line, for example, this bar from top to bottom is 126 ticks in length. It's 31 points. And if you were trading one full contract on the NQ, it'd be $630. Okay. Just to give an example of this measuring tool. Okay. If I want to turn on my trailing stop button, I could do that. We have trailing stops. If I want to change, because I have to work on my desktop for a second, I can hit the next button. It takes me to my desktop. I can click the next button again. It takes me back to my charts that fast. Okay. So there's a lot of things in here. The money management tab right here, it'll track it. If we're getting ready to take an entry on a bar, it'll track it. It will track that immediately when it stops. It'll tell you exactly where the entry is, where the stop is, and where the profit targets are. It's all built in. Okay. Other indicators down here, we developed our own what we call momentum volume down here. It's showing momentum, order flow in this, relative volume. There's all kinds of things built into our volume right here. It's very, very important. This is Ninja's cumulative delta indicator. We tweaked it a little bit, so it's putting in what we need to see here. This is another form of order flow that you guys need to look at when you're trading. Okay. All right, so let me show you guys a couple of trades that transpired this morning, and you guys can see. First of all, how do we know it's going to be a trendy day versus a non-trendy day? If you guys have a notepad, take it out, because you're going to need to know this real quick. The way we identify it, if we think it's going to be a trendy day or a good trending day, is if the ES, you see the market analyzer. This is NinjaTrader's market analyzer, and again, we put some of our own stuff in here and programmed it in here. Okay, which we'll go through again in the boot camp. But what I want to see on the ES, which is the S&P 500 right here, I want to see the daily volume at the open over 300,000. If that's over 300,000, we know they're going to be trading today. Okay. All the professionals that you're going to learn at, especially the big institutional traders, they're primarily pushed through the CME to trade the S&P 500 and the SPYs and things like that. Okay. Some of these other instruments are too small for them, and they'll throw it out of whack. So therefore they're pressed into the ES, which is the S&P 500. We know what the daily volume needs to be at in order to have the market take off or make it very trendy. Now, when you combine that with some type of news catalyst, whether it's a scheduled event trade or a scheduled event for the day, or it's a global event that fired up. Something could happen in the Asian session or the European session, and it could roll into the US session. You guys need to know this and what to recognize this. All right, when this is happening. So we woke up this morning, the opening volume was almost 350,000. We know it's going to be a trendy day. Our traders know right off the bat which direction we're trading. There's no ifs, ands, buts, or whats. Ahead of even the market opening, we know which direction we need to trade in. All right, so the trade comes in this morning, and one thing we're looking for is order flow. This next indicator over here is our order flow ladder. We know which volume they're coming in. Again, these are all 1 minute bars in here. We know what these two bottom numbers need to be right here. All right, once the bottom number, and we're going to teach you all that, once that hits, it'll plot an arrow for you. It tells you the order flow is in. Okay, and once it takes off, boom, we know exactly where to get in, getting in on the close of the bar immediately. And you guys can see what happened on this trade. It starts taking off, the volume's in, the news catalyst is in, and boom, 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 this thing goes right up to the open range high up here. Okay, and it does a pullback. So again, if you're in this trade, you can see this particular trade went up 236 ticks. Okay, so, and we're going to teach you guys how to hold a trade according to our trailing stops that we have in here. All right, and other indicators and stuff like that. So you can maximize the profit of this. We did not take it out at the extreme high, but we knew a level was up here. Okay. We also know where the supply and demand levels are, where they're holding inventories. Do you guys see these two purple lines up here? These are inventory levels. Okay. And we have some below us. The blue ones are demand inventory levels. The purple ones or the magenta ones are supply inventory levels. If the institutions are going to hold right here, they're going to roll off of these levels. Okay. If they break these levels, they let go of the inventory and they're going to try to get up to the next level. Okay. All these other levels, and I'm going to be showing you these levels in a second here. All these levels you got to watch when you're trading into any one of these levels, because these are very significant levels. All right. So, and again, we're going to teach you all this stuff. But one thing I want you to show you here is order flow comes in. You guys can see the green arrow. It steps in and this thing takes off for 236 ticks. First trade coming out of the gate this morning. Okay. The second trade sets up right here. Okay. Second trade sets up. We do a trade, and this trade came in right here, and we're trading into a level. So it was pretty scary trading into this level, but it did what we call a pop flood off this level. We have 3 different times of entries to get in off the 1-minute bars. All right, which we're going to be teaching you guys. This trade setup happened at 6:51. And I like to recap the trades for the day that went down in the room, guys, so you guys can see what happened today a little bit. Here's 6:51. Okay, we hit what we call a pop flood right here. Do you guys see all these bricks right here? All this is representing imbalance and momentum. Okay. The white bricks are momentum bricks. You got to learn all about this. They pull back right here and pop. It pops right there and it takes off again to the upside. You guys can see that take off right there. It hits a pop flood again right there. Okay. So then we come up and we hit our first level of resistance right here today, guys. Hopefully you guys can see that. We bounce off the first level. That's where they're holding supply right here. It bounces off. We're still wondering if they're going to rip through this because the market at this point is very strong. Okay, so at this point, we're not taking any trades. And then right here, we hit an algo. Okay, so there's major algos and there's minor algos. It's a minor algo coming in right here. I want to show you guys this trade again. So this trade comes in, it's 7:06 my time, and I'm on the West Coast here. I'm going to move my charts over to 7:06 right here. And you guys can see, can you guys see the red arrow right here pointing down right here? The specified order flow that we need to come in. It's bouncing off of one of our inventory levels right here, and boom, and the trade goes down. Now we're watching this white line right here. This white line is very specific line that the institutions use, or some of the institutions. It's very specific, and we're not on the other side of that line yet, are we? So it comes down, it starts traveling sideways at the open range high right here, and we're watching it. So this trade came down and it starts going sideways, then it starts heading back up. It starts breaking through our inventory levels. Okay. So they let go of these inventory levels right here. So then right here, we had them step in again. This is at 7:22. And I'm looking at my clock down here in case you guys want to know where that time is coming in at. So I'm looking for 7:22. Here's 7:22. And then they pop out right here again, and it starts. Was it 7:22 or 7:25? I think it's 7:25. Sorry, guys. So here's 7:25. Order flow steps back in again, right here, and then boom, it takes off again. Here's the order flow. Here's our green arrow again, tells us when to get in, and you guys can see it just makes its way up to the next significant level right here. Okay. Then we pull back again one more time. This is one of our other trade setups with this yellow bar right here. And that bar came in at 7:35. And then it popped off right here at 7:35. Okay. There was one more trade that came in the afternoon. Another algo was fired off. It came in at 8:55. We're going to teach you guys specifically when the algos are going to fire. And these are not high frequency trading algos. These are algos that they're going to go for a long way. So at 8:55, we had they were setting up an algo at 8:55. So I'm going to go to 8:55. All right. So 8:55, it takes off. It pulls back, and right here at Right here at 8:56, we get a signal. So let me go to 8:56 over here so I can show you guys. Hold on one second. So here's 8:56. You guys can see again, the signal comes in. There's the arrow. There's the required order flow that we're going to teach you all about. And boom, this trade just takes off to the downside. Can you guys see that right there? Everybody see that? Boom, it just rolls out right there on an algo reversal right there. And that was pretty much it for the day, guys. That was the trading for today. Okay, so we're going to teach you how to do all this. We're going to teach you how to read the market structure, which is very, very important. By the way, when we had an algo setup, it puts up what we call a trip zone or a trigger zone. Okay, so I want you guys to see something. Do you guys see this green level up here? We put the trigger zone in back up here. Now watch what happens when it comes back up to the trigger zone. The trigger zone's the green area. Here's the green area right here. It comes back like an hour later to it, and it feeds right back off of it again. Okay. This zone is not your normal supply and demand zone or how people think they draw these zones. It has nothing to do with that, guys. All right. Again, you guys are going to be learning all about these trade setups. Some other indicators I want to show you. This is our bird dog indicator right here, guys. This will kind of give you an idea which way the market's going. At the open, we can we're looking at all the indexes right here. By the way, our primary trading instrument is the NQ, which is a NASDAQ. We also trade the ES, which is the S&P 500, but the NASDAQ, you guys see just by glancing at this, which one's green. That means we're looking for longs. We're looking for longs. We're looking for longs. We also monitor the bond market, okay? So this is kind of giving you an indication of which way the market's going. We also follow the breadth ratios that I have right here. Okay. This calendar right here tells you all about the algos. What the institutions do every day is they put in a new algo every day. This will tell you, and there's a certain pattern running off these algos every day. That's why retailers, traders cannot keep up, or they think they cannot get consistent because they're running a different algo every day. We know exactly which algo, and these things rotate every week. So it throws you off your game. So if you ever been in a room where you bought some software and it works for a couple days and it stops working, it's because they switched the algo on you. There's daily algos and there's certain times tied to those algos. You guys got to know every day which time frames those algos are going to come in at or around that time. And then we're going to take our cue once the order flow drops in, like I showed you right here. Okay. I want to show you guys, a big part of it also, another one of our trade setups, the open range breakout. How do you identify open range breakout? All right, there's a certain specific time that the institutions use on an open range breakout, not what you guys see on YouTube. Okay. And one of the ways to identify which way the open range breakout is going to come is we just look at the daily bars. Are they up? Are they down? It kind of gives you a clue on which way the open range breakout is going to come. The reason why this bar was up today is because the Fed made an announcement yesterday. They said they're not going to start hiking rates up until 2023, which gave them the green light to trade up again today. Okay. So nothing's going to happen. Everything's left unchanged. And so resume trading. Okay. Here's our supply and demand edges, guys, that I was talking to you about. We're going to show you how to draw those. We're going to show you exactly where all the inventory levels are at. Has nothing to do with this chart right here. They're just being transposed onto this chart. Okay. Our daily swing chart. This chart is used by 1,600 firms, 1,600 firms throughout the industry. I'm saying from firms to institutional firms to fund managers to money managers to, there's several. We've been told with our mentors out of Chicago that again, 1,600 firms are using a variation of this chart. Okay. It's not exact to theirs. Ours is a little bit different because we enhanced it and made it better. Okay. Because we have Jim on board to enhance things. But this is the chart. I want to show you guys some stuff right here. Okay. Real quick. So I'm going to go back all the way to the coronavirus sell-off. This is a coronavirus sell-off. Okay. If you start getting gold bricks here, and this is crossed down on the swing filter line right here, we're now in a short trend. It's not till you get a blue box and this thing crosses, and it doesn't matter after it crosses if it weaves in and out. We got a blue box. We know the trend right here is only long. You're only trading. This is for swing trading. You're only trading long here. Okay. So every time it hits the green line, and this is not anything you think. This is not Bollinger Bands. This is not Keltner channels. This is specifically programmed to certain criteria. So this has nothing to do with retailer, again, indicators, guys. All right. Like I just mentioned. The institutions don't use Bollinger Bands, and they don't use Keltner channels, and they don't use Fibonacci levels and all that stuff. They don't use any of that. Okay. You have very specific entries and exits. So every time, once we turn to a long trend after the coronavirus, you can see every time we pull back to the green line, you have a bounce off that. Boom. And these are not little bounces. These are big bounces. I'm going to measure one for you guys from the green line just up to here. Just to the top of that was 1,560 ticks, for example. Okay. Here's another one. Pull back to the green line right here. If I move this to the green line back here, this trade moved up 2,532 ticks. A lot of you guys are struggling to just try to make 20 ticks. Okay. Here's another one. Pulls back to the green line, up we go. Pulls back to the green line, up we go. Pulls back to the green line, up we go. Pulls back to the green line, up we go. Up we go. Up we go. Up we go. We're still in a long trend. There's no gold boxes, and this filter has not crossed, has it? Right? So you guys can see, here's what you guys are going to learn tomorrow. One of the things you're going to learn, you're going to learn about the September redemption period sell-off. You don't trade long during September at all. Okay, but right at the beginning of October, you step back in. Here we go. Long trade from here, long trade from here. This kind of went sideways for a second, but it came right back up. Okay. Now, a lot of all these trades here that I'm showing you on this chart, we're going to be trading options on this chart. And more so to avoid the risk or limit the risk, we're going to be, because there's always risk when you're trading. But to avoid a lot of risk, we're going to be trading some spreads here, primarily debit spreads. Okay. So to trade the NQ for one contract, it might cost you $1,600. To put on a spread, it's only going to cost you $250. Okay. So it's a big deal. And all it has to do is move $5. Okay. So here it is again. So we pull back to the green line, up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go, up we go. And these are putting in thousands of ticks, guys. Okay. Then we had a sell off here. This is what you're going to learn about again tomorrow. We switch sides for a second, and up we go again. Blue box again. We take off to the upside. Boom, 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 boom. We switch sides again, then we pick it up again. And here's where we're at today. So we just had a trade last week here. We had another trade today from here, or yesterday. So you guys can see, and this movement of these trades again are measuring out, this one move today. If you'd have picked it up from the green line, it moved up so far 1,481 ticks. Okay. I want to show you some other stuff that we're working on options, guys. So we're working on several things on options right now. This is one of them. We're going to teach you guys seasonality tomorrow when you come back for the first day of boot camp. Okay. All right. So the other thing I want to talk about is some other option trades that we have. Some are scheduled option trades. Okay. They're seasonality tied to trades. Okay. Every year, institutions we'll go into similar trades. We'll back up the data 10 years plus. We can go back 20 years, 30 years, depending on how long the stock's been in existence. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to put this on always on top right here. And I want to show you some stuff here for 1 second, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay. Open this trade up. All right. So I'm going to click on one of these. I'm going to click on Netflix at first. Netflix has a scheduled yearly run from May 14th to July 16th. Okay. It's a very high probability run during that time. There's no guarantee, though, that this year is going to do what it did the last 10 or 20 years. Okay. So this in the last 10 plus years had 100% probability that this thing will run at this time. Again, I'm not saying that it's going to run this year, this time. Okay, guys. And there's a very specific way, again, we look at this. Okay. We're just identifying at what time of the year a lot of these trades have come up. And as they come up each month, we keep adding them to here. Okay. So again, to buy one contract, one option contract on Netflix, it's going to cost a lot of money. To put a spread on, it's only going to cost you a max of $250. Okay. put a spread on, and all it has to do is move $5 before you're profitable. Okay. I'm trying to load this right now. Oh, you know what? I'm disconnected. It's not going to load. Damn it. Anyway, hold on one second. Let me try to, I'm not going to be able to show you this. Anyway, I was going to show you, just because the scheduled event comes in on May 14th does not mean we have a trade yet. Okay. Let me go. I'm just going to go through here. This is an uptrend right now, right? So when it pulls back and we get momentum and order flow stepping in, that's when we'll take the trade. Okay. I'm going to go to the next instrument so you guys can see this. This in the past had a 93% probability of running between May 14th and July 17th. Okay. And there's very specific setups that we take. And I don't know if it's going to load or not, guys, because my data is disconnected right now. Anyway, we'll go into more of this tomorrow. I'll show you guys this tomorrow again. We'll come back around to this. Some other things we're going to do and use this in correlation with this chart right here is we're going to be identifying sectors and subsector rotations. Okay. In other words, the institutions, we can identify the sectors that the institutions are trading in, and then we can weed it all the way down to subsectors. And then we put it into this chart. And once we get a pullback around the green line or lower, and we see volume step in, order flow and momentum, boom, we're into that trade. You put a spread on, and it should go up, straight up from there, unless we're trading something that's showing that the institutions are short on a particular stock. Then we'll be looking the opposite way. So again, we're going to show you seasonality tomorrow. We're going to teach you all about sector and subsector rotations and how to get in with the institutions, where they're taking it at, where they're heavily loaded at. I mean, if there's thousands of stocks in the market, I'm sure you guys want to know when the institutions and what the institutions, what instruments they're in, right? What's they're heavily loaded in. We'll be able to identify that. Okay. The other things we're going to be looking at is inside trading. When a company is setting up, let's say the whole board of directors is all buying or selling, something's going on within that company. Okay, another news catalyst thing. Okay, so there's several things we're going to be doing with the option, guys, that is going to be very exciting for you guys. If you guys never traded options, again, we're going to teach you all about option trading. We're going to teach you about the spreads. They're very simple to get in and out of. We're not doing anything like on iron condors or butterflies or anything that could be confusing. We're doing one directional trade options, and we're putting primarily debit or credit spreads. Okay, and we're going to show you how to do that. It's very inexpensive to do it that way, and if they move in our direction, you know, have the potential to make some really good money. Okay, again, our goal is to make you a consistent trader, get you very consistent at this while we're holding your hand the whole way. Okay. So that I'm going to kind of stop there on the charts and indicators, guys. There's no way to show you guys everything. That's why we have a 30-day boot camp. There's so much for you guys to learn. Again, we're going to hold your hand every step of the way. I promise you, we're always available to you guys. You can pick up the phone and call me anytime. You can call Jim. You can call any one of our reps. Again, our reps are our live traders. By the way, one of the most consistent traders in our room is Mitchell. He's one of our reps. Mitchell just turned 19 years old. Okay. And he's he's a great trader. Okay. All my reps are great traders. But again, we used to have a gal in the room. She was 88 years old. She traded till she's 93, and unfortunately she passed away. She was a very consistent trader. So it doesn't matter how old you are to learn how to do this. I just want to teach you guys the right way. Okay, there's so much stuff in the industry not being taught correctly right now, and training is so important. And again, the holding your hand. So many traders are looking for someone to guide them, someone to hold their hand in and out of these trades. We don't hide behind chat rooms, okay, or anything like that. That's why everybody's mic'd up in here. So it's very important that you guys become a consistent trader. Okay, it's our goal to make everybody a consistent trader. So. And again, what better way to do it, right, than to be on a simulator with NinjaTrader while you're learning, and then to get your account funded, where again, you're not responsible for the losses, guys, which is cool, right? All right, so, whoops, let me go backwards here. All right, again, to show our appreciation for you attending our webinar today, we want to offer you the first day tomorrow of our 30-day live bootcamp training. I recommend that all you guys be in there. If you guys want to learn the right way to trade and according to how the institutions trade, we're going to teach you that. Again, we're going to hold your hand the whole way. So Jim is going to put a, oh, he already has. In the chat room, you can see a go to meeting link right there. Okay. All you guys got to do is click on the go to meeting link. The trading is going to start tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 11 a.m. Central, 12 noon Eastern. Okay. It's going to be about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Every day we run our tradings live virtual for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Sometimes we go over. It depends how motivated you guys are and how many questions are on a daily basis. Okay. So, so again, that's the whole point of the open mic system and everything, so you guys can ask questions. Okay, so I hope to see all you guys there tomorrow. I'm going to open this up for any questions that you guys might have. And again, if you guys need to get a hold of any of our sales reps, all their numbers are on here or on their website, again, at premiertradingsolutions.net, not .com. Again, you guys got a lot of training to go through, guys. All right. And anybody have any questions? If not, you can hold them till tomorrow. Hopefully, we will see everybody in that training, even the people that are listening on YouTube stream. Again, guys, if you're out on YouTube stream, go to our website again, premiertradingsolutions.net. Get a hold of one of our reps. They will send you the link for tomorrow's training. Okay. Then we're going to resume the next training on Monday, 9 a.m. and it's going to go for 30 days. Sometimes if we have to go over to 40 days, we'll go over to 40 days. We'll see how fast you guys get through the training. And again, I want to emphasize this, your training does not stop after the 30-day live boot camp. Once we put you into the live trade room, your training continues all the way through. We never stop holding your hand the whole way. Okay. We're going to discuss that tomorrow, Gene. I'll go over all that tomorrow. Okay. Any other questions, guys? No other questions. Okay. I'm going to turn this back to Tiffany, guys, and I hope to see everybody in the trade room tomorrow. I mean, into the boot camp, first day of boot camp tomorrow, guys, 9 a.m. sharp, Pacific Standard Time. Take it away, Tiff.
Well, I would like to start off by giving you a special thank you to Nick and Jim of Premier Trading Solution for a great presentation again. So thank you guys. NinjaTrader Ecosystem is pleased to sponsor these weekly vendor events as a value add service for our clients. So if you find value in these events, we hope you'll attend them on a regular basis. We would also like to remind you the information provided in this was of Premier Trading Solutions and not of NinjaTrader. All information was for educational purposes and should not be construed as trading advice. Again, we appreciate the time you spend with us. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we hope to see you in future webinars. Happy trading from all of us at NinjaTrader Ecosystem. And again, thank you so much, Nick and Jim.
Thank you, Tiffany.